at 7:30 in the morning, and it's heated up so much the last couple days.
This is expected to last until about Thursday.
And I'm already seeing that Barwa, as tall as she is, she's not a great mover. And that spells trouble because Dementieva gets you going really easily, side to side. She likes to open up the court with the cross court. Second biggest show court here. Her knees are knocking, and she saves a break point with an ace. And I think we'll see that exactly. Obviously, Barrois' forehand is a much better shot. The backhand slice is a little weak. And when she's laid on it like there, it's really a floater for Dementieva. So we will see, I think, Dementieva picking on that backhand.
So she had great action on that drop shot.
Serve and volley.
Barwa.
Janders, so she's able to weather the early storm. She's going to challenge immediately. It landed right at her feet, so she saw the ball pretty well.
Right after the ball lands for a while, you can see the mark, and it hit the line.
Gosh.
She has to chase it quite a bit, and she doesn't turn the shoulders as much as she should. She's gotten better at tossing it higher up, right, as we used to call it with Billie Jean, high noon. She's tossing it straight up above her, so that if it goes a little left or a little right, she's still okay. Because normally you want to toss the ball a little bit to the right, but then her goes off way to the right. So she's just going high noon and going up after it. So at least she's reaching up for it, because when it goes off to the right and low. And look at her, just like that, she gets out of trouble. See, this is with the old toss going to the right. She couldn't hit that serve. It was always a slice to the forehand.
Well, that time she was ready. Nice anticipation, and puts away the winner.
Dementieva stays pretty low to the ground, so she's quick off the mark when she has to be. And the drop shot is a good idea, but won't hit it down the line, because cross-court, it gives the opponent too much time to run to the ball. You know, there was such a hole, she had no chance. Yeah, that's set up nicely.
Yeah, hammering the return. Once again. And that confidence for Barwa is just growing. She'll have another break chance.
And when Dementieva gets a little nervous, that's where the serve goes. It's sort of a three-quarter pace slice serve.
Well, how about that? Goodness gracious.
And she ends up losing the game anyway. She could be up 2-love. Instead, she's down 2-love. And Barwa is growing in confidence here.
She is. That just misses wide. Well, there it is. We're back on serve. Double fault. She has never beaten a player in the top 50. She's 0-6. been to the final at Roland Garros, semifinals at Wimbledon, final at the US Open. 6-2-6 love.
Oh, well, that was a lob drop shot by Barwa.
You don't want that.
It was just a good idea, but bad execution. 5% for serves in, so we know where the problem is. And again, the forehand serve.
And she has, here in the first set, the number 4 seed on the ropes. 4-1 Barwa. The number 4 seed is down 1-4 here in the opening set. Second serve.
Game Dementieva.
Good service game for Elena Dementieva, finally.
So you get her moving to the wide to the backhand. That's where Barwa is weak.
Slowly starting to assert herself over the last 5 minutes or so.
Breaking ball's good, 15-30.
She need to stay ahead or at least even at the beginning of the match. Look at this. Wrong footed on that thing.
Not up.
Fire from Kristina Barwa, who does not have a win over a top 50 player. She's played with poise. Barwa, 2 against Andre Pavel. Terrific angle.
Make her earn it. Don't give her any cheap points. And look for that forehand serve. Please.
It's another ace. That's 5 for Barwa already in this match. Not great footwork from Dementieva, but able to get away with it. Dementieva really in control of that point from the start. That's what we've expected to see more of in this match.
Because she's trying to make herself move her feet, but it's not. She's not getting anywhere. So she's just not.
And I was going to say, let's see how Barwa handles the nerves, and that was a very tight shot.
Back to the backhand, so you have to twist really quickly, and she's not doing it sometimes.
Dementieva
to get back on serve.
And again, jammed her. The footwork wasn't there, and she paid the price.
Well, that time Dementieva hits a backhand return when I think it should have been a forehand. See, she went. To me, she should have been looking for the forehand on that one.
And we are back on serve. Back in Australia, Elena Dementieva has not lost an opening set in here in the early part of 2009. Of course, she has a perfect match record of 10-0, having won 2 titles coming into the Australian Open.
And then she just sort of went back down to her normal And Dementieva really tightened it up. She stopped making the unforced errors, even though her feet were still not moving, but she just tightened up her
5
game.
games all.
And that misses. Singles titles. And there is the break.
Dementieva.
6 breaks and 6 holds. If she loses her serve here. So you don't practice it, and the timing is not there.
Still break point.
Again, Barwa.
That was not moving the feet again. So she waited for the ball to come to her and ends up hitting a little slice shot.
In the first set.
1-0, Barwa.
If she loses this set, it's going to be hard for her to relax.
Gets away from Barwa. Two-1 Dementieva.
Playing it aggressively
2-1
safe quite yet.
That was a nice serve.
Like hardly never. Everything's okay. But Dementieva, when she gets nervous, she goes off in a bad way.
It's a little spark.
I mean,
Dementieva.
she yelps maybe when she wins the whole tournament. And she wasn't sure she should come in or not, but she played it safe, but came in even though she like didn't really want to, but it's like I should, so I will.
And she missed.
She better get off the ground before she gets cooked.
6-2, Dementieva.
She'd be
That's
seared.
not a good place to be on a
She'd
day
be
like
seared.
this.
I don't know why she fell.
No, I think she.
Oh, I think she knew she missed it, so
Exactly.
she just sort of went down. Just try to stay low.
Dementieva going for the
6-3,
return.
Dementieva.
I was gonna say, well, Dementieva serving, but that doesn't mean much. If anything, that's a detriment. I didn't want to say anything. And there she is with the double fault, and she's with the sun, so that's not an issue here. Nerves are the issue.
4 doubles.
That was a good second
And
serve.
first set,
And there it
Dementieva.
is. It took an
7
hour
games to
and 5 minutes. Dementieva wins the opening set in a tiebreak. Just underway in the second set after Elena Dementieva took the opening set. Kristina Barwa gave her all she could handle, though. And finally, Dementieva prevails in a tiebreak.
It's going to be another tight second set. Of course, Barwa might just get tired as well. And even though Dementieva will not play any better, it could still be an easier second set.
Hisense Arena, Melbourne Park,
Again,
day
Dementieva.
2 of the Australian Open.
Picking on the backhand, wrong foot in her here, and hitting the winner.
And again, a fist pump and some fire. That was a big point in the tiebreak. And Dementieva up a set. And great hands from Barwa. 15 love.
Two drop shots back to back. Good movement from, it's difficult.
Point set up by a very nice serve, and then good work at the net.
Again, Barwa. 13-15.
And 3 aces.
She responds with a perfect serve. 15.
40-15.
There's another one starting to find the groove a little bit. She'll get it in play.
Ace.
And an ace. There you go.
And the double faulting to the net, that's just bad. Oh, yeah.
In tennis.
Again,
Her
Barwa.
ranking all the way to 88, and
I think that's why she's swinging too soon. Doesn't get the arm into it, shoulder into it. It's a good squash defense shot from Barwa. Yep.
and it was.
She was so late getting the racket back on that forehand, and then she had to rush it, totally overhit it. She's still nervous.
Missing badly, and
She was late getting the racket back on that. She's just not.
Again, Barwa. Love.
Now she plays brave when her back to the wall, you know, going for it. Did a great return up the line.
Again in second set, Barwa.
well, she's gotten herself to a third set against the number 4 seed.
So we had 6 in the first set, and we had 2 in the second.
I think it's
so
8.
It's 8 breaks. Somebody messed up there on the statistic. Oh, she put her body into that one. See, Dementieva is not moving her enough.
Of a lifetime. It's the number 4 seed at a Grand Slam. Barrois never played in the Australian Open before the main draw.
Dementieva guessed right. Barwa had all the time in the world to do something with it. Hit it too short and to the right side. Ooh, that was close. She almost missed it. Almost swung a little bit too early on that one. This is a beautiful shot. That forehand up the line, set it up.
Again, Dementieva.
Big change. Big difference. What was that? That was a brain cramp.
But I've already accomplished the goal that was really meaningful for me. And there's a winner, but Barwa leaning to the right.
We'll see.
Still break point.
All right, well saved.
Good movement. Knocks off the winner, and 1 break point left.
30-40.
Could have done more with this volley, couldn't quite get up to it, but covered the line well on that one. Oh, she set up the point perfectly. Totally just mistimed that overhead. Serve might have been wide, but she played it. Got a good return in. Now she's in good position here. She gets a code violation for that one, taking too much time. That's wide.
You would think they'd give him a little extra time in the heat, but fifth break point. And took your advice right down the middle, and that was effective.
Barwa needs to hold it together mentally after the time violation. She was upset about it.
This is too good.
40-15.
Молодец. That means like good for you. Brave person. So she's patting herself on the back. After a good serve after a double fault, so good timing for that.
A couple of unforced errors from Barwa.
The let court put the ball wide. That would have gone in if it didn't hit the net.
Ball change, please.
Break more.
Well, I think it relaxes you on their serve because you don't have to worry about holding your own serve. You know, it's like a relief that you're not serving. David Khan gets a assist here. Dementieva should send her flowers or something.
Dementieva holds at love, and now she is a game away from surviving a challenge in the first round. You're watching the Australian Open on Tennis Channel.
Game Barwa.
I'll stick to that.
15 all.
30-15.
She's 2 points away now.
My next match. Good way to finish it.
Game, second match, Dementieva.
It was not easy. 2 hours and 7 minutes.
6-1.
A match fraught with unforced errors, but the number 4 seed and one of the dark horses among the favorites survives. 7-6, 2-6, and then finally 6-1 for Elena Dementieva. She's looking to get past the round of 16 for the first time ever here in Australia.